Well, hello, and welcome to another episode of The Abandoned Cockpit. I'm in a cockpit right now. Well, a car, I guess. Close enough. The least abandoned cockpit that's been around for a little while, anyways. Judas Priest. I will try to keep talking. I know you got a bit of the road noise. That's just ambient back sound, and I don't know that I have any way to remove that. Sorry, but I'm just getting out of the Twin Cities. I'm on my way up to see my family and pick up the wife and kids, as I have not seen them for a week. So hopefully they miss me and they're not happier without me. Oh man. So like I said, I'm just getting through the Twin Cities, so I was able to turn off my music. I don't know if you guys have music that you use for specific instances, but I sure have found some that I prefer for different occasions. One of them being, oh sheesh, okay, woohoo! What are you doing? Oh, Judas Priest. Maybe the video is too much. Just kidding. I should have a dash cam that's watching what I'm doing, watching the craziness of the driving. Anyways, the music that I was listening to whilst driving through the cities was the soundtrack to Mad Max Fury Road, and that movie is fantastic. You know, it's been a few years since I've seen it, and to be honest, I don't know how I would rate as far as, you know, plot or character development or anything like that, but damn, is it an exciting movie. You know, pretty much early on, I don't know if from the immediate get-go, but like you get just like an ongoing adventure, action, chase sequence, and the soundtrack really reflects that. So I like to put it on when I'm going through the cities, because it gives me a little more aggressive tendencies to my driving, because I'm by and far a pretty defensive driver, a lollygagger, not really in a hurry to get where I'm going kind of guy, believe it or not. So this music here really drives with driving forward, freaking exciting music. Deal with city traffic. It's kind of a reassuring, firm hand on my shoulder, kind of telling me to get after it. So, I don't know. That's pretty dramatic, but what can I say? Anytime I'm driving through the city, I like to turn that on, and it just, I don't know, makes me drive better. Maybe not better. I don't know. Faster anyways. Besides music, other things definitely influence things like driving. I know after playing a lot of like Gran Turismo, or Burnout was another one, where specifically you gained points and advantages by driving close to other cars or other like objects if you narrowly miss them or escape crashes. That was a pretty fun game. Burnout 2. That's one that we played a lot of as I'm not gonna say kids, but a while ago, an older game. And that definitely influenced my driving. Whenever I got behind the wheel, I was like, wait. This is not a game. So I know, I've heard that like Grand Theft Auto has influenced kids' behavior. and I would not say for the better, I'm sure. The other one that I definitely have noticed is like Call of Duty. You play too much Call of Duty, and I don't necessarily agree that video games will cause people to act more violently, but it definitely changes how you see the world. And I'm talking about when you play dozens of hours, hundreds of hours, like suddenly the things that you're seeing, you're used to kind of seeing in the game, you know, whether it's, I don't know, like in the most recent ones, if you see a glint, like it's usually a sniper, like, you know, a rifle scope pointed at you. So every once in a while you'll see the glint off of something in real life and you're like, that looks like a Call of Duty sniper. Or just how you see movement, or, you know, people, the way they step outside of, you know, around corners, or I don't know. Like I said, not something that has ever made me violent or wanted to be more violent, but it definitely changes the way you look at the world, I think. So TV shows do that to me too. If I watch and binge too much of a TV show, I will suddenly take on mannerisms and characteristics of some of the characters. And I'm not just talking about catchphrases or whatever, but like I noticed it watching Third Rock from the Sun. All of a sudden I was walking and speaking like Dick Solomon, I believe, is kind of how that went. I know, watching too much Trailer Park Boys, that kind of puts a damper on your view of life too. Yeah, I enjoy that show. I think it's funny, but all of a sudden it makes living in a trailer park seem like it might be an acceptable or fun time. And no offense if you do live in a trailer park, but I wouldn't say it's something that the average person aspires to. So Beavis and Butthead was another one where I binged all 2-3 seasons. I borrowed it on DVD back in college and just pounded through every episode, and all of a sudden my humor and again my speech and mannerisms was affected by that Beavis and Butthead. So I'm glad that it's not something I've carried with me over the years. Guilty pleasure indulgence, you know. I just saw on Facebook when I was mindlessly scrolling through reels, just like a zombie, just absolute like so gross. It's so gross how it just takes up so much time, and I don't even mean it to. I refuse to get TikTok, but Facebook has its own version of TikTok pretty much. So I saw a reel about Jesse Pinkman, whatever that actor's name is, from Breaking Bad, was like a Comic-Con, and he met one of the kids from the show that he interacted with, and I don't know, it showed the part of the show where it's a pretty sad part where the kid's parents just died, I think, and like Jesse is playing peekaboo with him or whatever, but it just reminded me that I hated that show. You know, I was talking about character development and plot of Mad Max. I will give it to Breaking Bad that it was a very compelling show, and it was a good show, but it did not make me feel good. I did not enjoy a lot of it. By the last season of it, it was just a downward spiral of despair, and I got through it. I watched it, but I did not like it. I probably won't watch it again just because it was so freaking depressing. So I know people love that show. And fine, it's great, but it's kind of a downer, kind of a bummer. So moving right along, because that didn't influence me to cook meth for sure. I don't know why that just sounded like I was being sarcastic there. Oh yeah, it definitely didn't make me cook any meth or anything, or try meth, or I don't even remember the other shit that they did in that show. But yeah, sleep on piles of cash. Wouldn't mind doing that, I guess. But the other music that I really love, and I just give you my top 3 here, being Mad Max, which is great for driving in stressful conditions, because like in the movie it's this big chase sequence, and you have to, or they're fighting these other cars and people on the cars, and I don't know. See the movie if you haven't. I think it's fun. I think they're actually coming out with a sequel, or I think it's a prequel, with the main lady protagonist that's opposite of Tom Hardy. I don't know, is it Charlize Theron maybe? I think it might be. Her character's name, though, is Furiosa, and I absolutely would have named my daughter Furiosa if my wife would have let me. So I think it's a badass name. I think that is such a cool name. And it's probably better that we didn't. But yeah, the other thing that I used that music for was for working out. Back whenever I actually did work out, it's just really adrenaline-packed soundtrack. It's also good to run to the theme song from the TV show The Flash. However, it's not a very long theme song, so if you're running more than 30 seconds, you gotta loop that. You gotta listen to it over and over again, which is not all that much fun either. But I forgot that I had the microphone on my glasses there. That's what that is. It's my microphone. I love the soundtrack to the video game Skyrim. It's great for hiking. I like to listen to it when I was working out too, because in the game you have to level up and do certain activities or actions in order to increase your proficiency. So it was kind of like I'm at the gym and I'm trying to level myself up. So I don't know, but yeah, hiking through the woods, like it's a cool theme, cool soundtrack for that. Very, very mellow most of the time. However, whenever you're hiking and you're listening to it, there's exciting music that'll come on whenever somebody's about to attack you. So that's a little funny, but I'm not gonna say scary, but it's always funny. Oh shit, who's coming after you? It's good music. It really is, and especially for a video game. Like, for video games to be that high quality of production is kind of cool, coming from playing Atari. Was that 16-bit? No, I don't remember. Just very low resolution, pixelated crap. Actually, you know what? They had music too, though, which was pretty impressive, really, for what it was. In my last pick, which really should have been my first pick, but didn't really follow the flow of the podcast, was the Pirates of the Caribbean. That music is excellent for me whenever I'm driving through very inclement weather, or very inclement, I know that sounds too many words there. Inclement weather. When you're driving through very bad weather, that's whether a rainstorm, like you're going through a freaking car wash and it's just pounding down and it's kind of not good to be out there, or a blizzard. I do it then too. And I gotta tell you, I've driven through enough winter weather over the last decade or so where, yeah, I can do it. I'm experienced. I lived in Minnesota and Iowa, and we get shitty weather, but there's just been too many damn times that I've been out battling the frickin' roads, the ice, the wind, the snow, you can't see anything. And been too many times where I've been out when I shouldn't have been. It was too scary, really close calls, and it's just like, yeah, I hate this. So, but as it is right now, my job requires me to go to work, and I get greatly penalized if I don't. And it sucks because sometimes you go to work and it's all fine and dandy and beautiful weather, and then you get off work and it's like, oh, where's my car? So I've definitely driven home from there where it's like, well, I can see that there is a road ahead of me, but it's telephone pole over there and telephone pole over there and just white. And I guess I'll just point my car in the direction that I'm used to traveling, east, and hope that I don't go off the road. No tire tracks or anything, because everybody else is smarting at home. But yeah, anyways, Pirates of the Caribbean music, it makes it an adventure. It takes a little bit of pressure off the situation. Lighthearted, I guess. But it's just fun. I love it. We used it for our sessional. Whenever we walked or ran out of the chapel after our wedding. That was kind of fun. Glad my wife allowed that. But honorable mention would be Lord of the Rings. They've got good music too. So I know I guess I was only picking 3, but I know there's other ones out there. I just couldn't think of them off the top of my head. It's really those 3 that I use pretty consistently. I like the theme or the music to Vikings TV show, but it's really more just kind of background music in a lot of ways, which is still good, but it's not as exciting as the other ones. So, anyways, I should probably get back to driving. Traffic has definitely settled down a little bit. But thanks for joining me, and I hope that you guys have things that stimulate and make you passionate about your activities. You really should find some good music to cook to or clean to. No. Yeah, I guess I will try to hit the stop button here. You guys have a great day.